Good evening, Albany. Thank you for tuning in to Daily Recap. I'm Joe Buno.
I'm Noelle Webster.
And I'm Manon James.
And today is December 4th of 2008. I'd like to start off the show by wishing my 16-year-old brother a very happy birthday today. He's got a December birthday, so we get some double dip on gifts. So my brother Jared, happy birthday to you. To start off in the news, telecommunications giant AT&T said today that it plans to eliminate 12,000 jobs from its workforce. AT&T is the giant that competes with Verizon Wireless as the leading cell phone distributor and distributor of cell phone contracts in the United States. It's going to be eliminating approximately 4% of its total workforce, meaning that the economy is hitting every aspect of basically everything when it comes to cars, technology, basically every facet of the economy is being hurt. So the job cuts, like I said, 12,000 will certainly be quite big. Definitely unfortunate.
But since you're a college student, I'm going to assume that you like Guitar Hero, like most of us do. And you'll be happy to hear that the Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, and the Eagles are all going to have downloadable packs on Guitar Hero World Tour. The Smashing Pumpkin pack comes out today, the Nirvana pack comes out next week, and the Eagles the week after that. And as kind of a little holiday gift, there will be a free reggae pack available on December 23rd.
It's a nice little Christmas gift,
Yeah, it's a nice little Christmas gift. Some free Guitar Hero gifts.
Yeah, a lot of people in my suite play Guitar Hero.
Yeah, mine too.
Alright, for all you holiday shoppers out there, if you're planning on buying any gift certificates this year, you may want to do some research first. Due to the current economic situation, some stores will either be going out of business or will stop accepting gift cards after the first of the year. However, these stores are not letting customers know about this policy. So if you do plan on buying gift certificates or gift cards, you may want to ask about the policy directly or check online before buying.
And a little bit of political news that also has a little bit of twist of comedy, something that Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert are probably going to have a field day over. President-elect Barack Obama tried to get in touch with Florida Republican Representative Elena Ross Litman in Florida. I think it was yesterday. And basically what ended up happening was she did not believe it was Barack Obama on the other end of the phone. Actually really funny. She ended up, after saying, wow, this is a really great prank call, she hung up on the president-elect, who actually found it quite funny. And she was quoted as saying, he sounded just like Obama, but I didn't think it was actually him. After calling a second time, she still didn't believe that it was a prank call, and it had to take a call to another Florida official, California Democrat Howard Berman, chairman of the House of Foreign Affairs, to convince her that it was actually Barack Obama on the phone. And once Barack Obama called again, they had finally get in touch, and they actually did have quite a laugh about it. That's actually really funny. Imagine getting a call from the president-elect. I would definitely think that was a prank call.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't think he was actually calling me.
Yeah, that's very funny.
This is a sense of humor.
Yeah.
So this is the time of year where we get to see the top 10 searches on Yahoo. And no real surprise here that Britney Spears came in #1 with apparently billions of searches. Obama was actually the most searched politician, but he still came in third behind Britney and the WWE. The most popular fictional character searched was Naruto Uzumaki, who is the obnoxious but lovable anime character, and he came in 7th. The rest of the list was mostly popular actresses, but I just think it's a little sad that even something as historical as this year's presidential election couldn't knock out Britney or wrestling from the #1 spot.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to hear that the WWE was up there. I guess that there are a lot of wrestling fans out there.
I didn't think there still were.
I didn't
Or that there should be.
I mean, keep in mind, I remember reading that list earlier, and American Idol was #10 on that list, so that's basically saying that there are more searches on the web of WWE than American Idol.
Which is surprising because you would think that American Idol is
right, American Idol is a phenomenon,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
huge.
think very, very strange indeed, but I guess there are a lot of wrestling fans out there.
Yeah.
Alright. On Wednesday, 6 people were arrested on charges of smuggling elephant ivory into the United States. Elephant ivory has been illegal worldwide since 1989 and illegal in the U.S. since 1976. The smugglers planned on bringing the ivory into the States by disguising them as artifacts, wooden items, and even guitars. At least 8 shipments were tracked using phone and bank records as well as surveillance. One of the suspects reportedly told officials that despite the difficulty in getting the ivory into the states, it was extremely easy to sell at very high prices once it was here. The arrests were made in New York, New Jersey, Virginia, and Texas.
In a little bit of international news, there has been a cholera outbreak in Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwe government has declared a state of national emergency after, so far, the cholera outbreak has killed more than 560 people. The cholera cases are on the increase in 9 of the 10 provinces in Zimbabwe. Very, very sad. They blamed it to poor water and sanitation supply. So obviously cleanliness is definitely a problem over there. This isn't the first time that we have seen a cholera outbreak. It killed around 565 people a few years ago. So very sad to hear about Zimbabwe. Our hearts and prayers are with you. I really hope that they can take the necessary steps to preventing the outbreak from reaching any more people. It's very sad.
It is very sad. Some other unfortunately sad news is that the folk singer Odetta died of heart disease at age 77 this week. She was called the voice of the civil rights movement and was dubbed the Queen of American folk music by Martin Luther King Jr. She was influenced at countless musicians, including Janis Joplin and Bob Dylan. And Bob Dylan even said that after listening to Odetta, that he traded in his electric guitar for an acoustic one right away. That's a pretty big influence. But despite her failing health, she performed right till the end of her life. Her last performance was in October, and she had hoped to perform at Barack Obama's inauguration in January. She did a lot of commendable things and was highly respected and was an icon for the civil rights movement, so it's very sad.
All right, this weekend is a big deal for sports on the Albany campus. Saturday, December 6th, will be the 2008 Gridiron Classic. The Albany Great Danes will be playing Jacksonville Dolphins after earning the right to host the game on their home field. The Great Danes just recently won their 2nd consecutive Northeast Conference title. Kickoff for the game will be at 1:30. Tomorrow, Friday, UAlbany women's volleyball will be playing in the first round of the NCAA tournament versus Stanford. Stanford is the #2 team in the nation, and the UAlbany women's team will be playing at Stanford. Saturday night will be the men's basketball game. They will be playing against our crosstown rivals, Siena. This is the UAlbany Cup, or Albany Cup that they're playing for, and tip-off will be at 7.
Yes, the UAlbany men's basketball team have won 5 straight after starting the season 0-2. Coach Will Brown has whipped them into shape. Their previous win was Monday against Bryant University. They were able to win that game 57-47. ATV was there and had coverage of the game, and we actually have a highlight reel for you. So let's go take a look. Certainly a very exciting game. I definitely had a lot of fun covering it. Once again, UAlbany was able to defeat Bryant University 57-47. Big game from Brian Connolly, Anthony Rafa, and Tim Ambrose, who was on fire coming out of the gate in the second half. So the Siena game on Saturday will certainly be a very big event. The Albany Cup surely is a lot of fun every year. The Times Union Center will surely be filled with a lot of Albany and Siena fans, usually very rambunctious and having a lot of fun heckling each other. So it definitely will be a good time. You Albany students, try to get your tickets now at Copies Plus. You can head down there. I believe tickets are $5. And be sure to check it out. Once again, UAlbany versus Siena, 7 o'clock tip-off time, Saturday night, Times Union Center downtown.
You should definitely go and support your school. But so if you're lucky enough to have an iPhone, which I sadly do not, but if you do have one, then you'll be interested to know that Amazon.com has released a very interesting application. It's a free iPhone application, and you can browse their selection, you can check your order status and order things online. But what's really interesting is that now you can take a photo, upload it to Amazon.com, and then they will find that for you online so that you can buy it. So, if you're in your friend's room or if you're in a store and you want something, all you have to do is take a picture of it, and Amazon.com will find it for you.
That's very interesting because obviously the app is free, so that means that they're having representatives who are, observing the object, right, and then they're finding it for you. So this is actually really interesting technology. I mean, Amazon will be making a profit from the items that you buy, but that's very interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and I heard it's working really well. All the reports have been very positive. So that's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, it is actually really cool.
All right, there have been several high-profile bombings in Iraq this week, killing almost 50 people. The attacks occurred in Baghdad, Mosul, and Tel Afar. Despite these recent events, attacks are at their lowest monthly levels since 2003. The rate of attacks nationwide has dropped 80% since this March. The number of American troop deaths are also at one of their lowest monthly levels since the war began.
In more economic news, there's been a lot of talk about the three major automaker companies and how they are trying to propose different ideas to get them, relevant in the American auto industry business once again. But a lot of hype has been coming from the actual electric car industry in the past couple of weeks because a lot of people feel that electric cars are going to be the wave of the future. A lot of analysts predict that in 20 years, over 50% of cars will actually be running on electricity. Actually, last year, it was 2 years ago, the first fully electric car, it's actually quite unbelievable. It's called the Tesla Roadster, and it's not what you'd think. It's not this little box car or like a Mini Cooper that you'd imagine. It's actually a fully electric sports car. It looks definitely like something out of the future. If you want to check it out, be sure to Google it. It's Tesla Roadster. It runs on a full lithium-ion battery, and it actually charges for 3.5 hours. So basically, I'm assuming what you would do is at night you would plug it into a wall or plug it in your garage, and after 3.5 hours of charging, you can go travel a total of 250 miles, which is actually a really, really impressive distance. So the technology really is improving. And even more impressive for people out there who have that need for speed, it goes from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.9 seconds, which is really quick. I mean, this thing goes. And if you check out the video online, which I did earlier, it's silent. That's the most fascinating thing about the car. Because usually when you apply gas to a car, you hear the engine revving. It's completely 100% silent, which is actually really cool. And it tops out at 125 miles an hour. But there is a catch. Of course. $100,000 for anyone willing to get one. And as of now, the waiting list for the car, you'd probably have to wait till late 2009 to get one.
Oh, wow. So not me.
Yeah, not me either. Nope.
So if you enjoy the King of Fighters video games, then you might be interested to know that they have started filming a live-action movie based on the video games. It's going to be directed by Gordon Chan, who directed the hit Fist of Legend starring Jet Li. The movie will be starring Maggie Q from Live Free or Die Hard and Ray Park of Darth Maul fame. The action will be choreographed by the team that brought us the Bourne movies, so that's pretty promising. But the writer has never written a script before, so like all movies based off video games, only time will tell if that's actually going to be any good.
This Sunday, December 7th, is the winter commencement ceremony for both graduates and undergraduates here at the University at Albany. The ceremony will take place in the SEFCU Arena and will begin at 1 o'clock. Graduating students should arrive about 1 hour before that. Congratulations.
Everyone out there loves music. There isn't anyone out there who really hates it, or hopefully not, but mostly everyone out there really loves music, and the cream of the crop when it comes to music awards are the Grammys. And the Grammy nominations were released today. The Grammys will be on February 9th, so be sure to mark that date on your calendar. The #1 nominee getter, that's right, the rapper from Louisiana, Lil Wayne, or commonly known as Weezy, got 8 nominations. That was #1 in this year's class. #2, the very popular British alternative rock band Coldplay got 7, and amongst getting 6 was rappers Jay-Z, Kanye West, and R&B singer Ne-Yo, getting a lot of attention for his album Year of the Gentleman. Amongst other people getting nominations, John Mayer, Robert Plant, and Radiohead are another few of the bigger names that were able to get nominations. Nominees for Record of the Year, which is by far probably the most exclusive in terms of the top awards. Chasing Pavements by Adele, Coldplay's Viva La Vida, Leona Lewis's Bleeding Love, MIA's Paper Planes, and Plantin' Krause's Please Read the Letter. So those are the nominees for Record of the Year. Once again, be sure to check out the Grammys February 9th. It should be a great event, and my favorite artist, Lupe Fiasco, will be able to get 4 nominations. So I am very happy about that.
Radiohead actually got 5 nominations for their new album In Rainbows, which I personally was a big fan of, but there's actually a very diverse batch of artists that were nominated this year. We have, like I said, MIA, we have Metallica, Death Cab for Cutie, even Bruce Springsteen, another one of my personal favorites, and a whole bunch of newcomers, and I think they did a pretty good job this year, so again, you should definitely check that out. But on a side note, Coldplay has squashed any rumors saying that they were going to be breaking up, and the band is certainly still intact and has no intention of breaking up anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm a Coldplay fan, so it's good that they're not breaking up.
Yes, definitely good news. Alright, the story hitting close to home. College is starting to seem like an even more daunting task due to the recent stock market crash. The cost of attending college is already almost 3 times the cost of living. Many students planning to pay for college using stocks now have to consider other alternatives, mostly loans. Other students have had a difficult time with their loan providers this year because they suddenly suspended their loan programs. So fewer options for paying for higher education. This may lead to fewer students attending college, and it could jeopardize the United States' place in terms of global competition.
Well, that does it for this episode of Daily Recap. I'd like to wish a very, very happy holidays and a very happy New Year.